Welcome in. Yes, I am indeed starting very early today. I'm just really wanting to get this and really wanting to finish the game before the end of the month. And I don't know how much left is left there is of the game, so I figured I'm able to start early today, so let's have as long as possible stream. So yeah, and we Okay, so 8 miles to the east of God's Fall. No additional information. So 8 miles east. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Gazing at the still water of the lake, its black water drew me into a reflective trance. Here and there, flowers that I don't recognize grow along the bank. Okay. I ordered everything like I said I would. Okay, so archive. Oh. Those may be out of order. Let's see. Yeah, they're out of order. Let's rebind this order and put the napkin in the right order. Okay. Let's get this sorted out. I've opened this before and yeah, I only just got the achievement for it. Wait, yeah, no, I put that in there because I do not wish to make the elixir of control. Okay, so right, this, which is this, go from there. Wait, the Woken Dendru still working on figuring out. Could the beer bringer be Widow's Woe? If I recall correctly, don't remember why those. Oh wait, no, those two are up there because of Because they're red flowers. A red flower to protect the mind. Okay, what was that flower again? Eyebright or St. John's? Eyebright first. Eyebright to the plant. Take care not to touch the brightly colored thorns because they cause pain. Improves eyesight. St. John's. The vibrant petals of this flower can be brewed to create a draught that can greatly improve the buyer's healing ability. So not these two. Candlewood. Candlewood. This is what we're needing. Okay, the queen does right there. These are the ones that we don't know what their names are, but we're fairly certain they're labeled correctly. Okay, a 5-pointed leaf to grant courage. 5-pointed leaf. What's going on with? Oh. BNG Troopers clash. Having it reload. There we go. And properly is connected to OBS now? Okay, so that's fixed. So 5-pointed leaves. What if he has 5-pointed leaves? Not that. My guess would be it looks like oh wait, 5-pointed leaves. Mount Asteroid. Mount Asteroid promotes confidence. So yes, it is this. Mountain, asteroid, candlewood, and then a seed pod of luck. Okay, so a seed pod. So Henchop? Wait, Henchok is already labeled. To kind of startling memory, even small doses can result in short-term memory loss. Oh, let's just quickly check the reds. GH. Yeah, you're supposed to be red. F, G, H. Yeah, I think this one we kind of assuming because it's so close. What else has seed pods? Wild coal. Wild coal, the purple berries are recommended by physicians in place of a hair of the dog mentality as a tonic for those suffering the effects of having drunk too much the night before. There are some who consider wild coal a sacred, perhaps a rarity, and claim that it is bad luck to pick the berries from it. So no, not you. What other options have we got though? Moat slug and the seed pod. Oh wait, okay, fever pest. Fevercus, where berries provide an energy boost that lasts several hours, so no, not that. Seed pod. Let's while I think on that, let's get the first person in. Thor Dune. Well, he went and ate those bloody mushrooms, and of course now he's sick. Is there anything we can do? He's in a bad way, and I'm worried. Oh dang it! I wish we could. Get what type of mushroom. This is what we're needing. This. Okay, wait. She's wanting a plant, not an elixir. I think she was the one who got me Bishop's parasol discovered. Mushroom found in dark, damp places, feeding on any light that's good. No. What I need? Oh wait. I know what to do. She gave a note. They and was firstly in the hills. No. Where is the note she left? It's just a small one. Mr. Guns, mushrooms, woods west of Undermere, across the lake. Oh, dang it. Okay, so dangerous. Farmer's Quarry, I think? Does this say Farmer's Quarry? An antidote can be made using Royal Gentia. I think that's the right one. I think Royal Gentia actually listed. Do I? Okay, yes. Okay. Oh. I don't know if it would have told me that was wrong. If I was wrong. But now I know why that's. It's for fools like that. Man. Who refused to listen to his wife. But that now needs to be labeled as yellow and put into place. path. The light there. Okay. Okay. This one, we need seed pods that that are supposed to bring love. Wild Coal does mention love, but it doesn't sound right. Wait, hang on. Lemon Dandy, Pop Heart. Okay, yes, let's put these ones down here. So, Oil Gantia, that's an antidote for poison. Lemon Dandy, that's the next one, and then Sour Bandy. Wait, Rush leaves from Sour Bandy. Is Sour Bandy a plant or is it a... Okay, so let's just quickly come back to the start. Sour Bandy, it's just an unidentified tree. I'm gonna have to quickly flick through these and find which ones are supposed to be going or not. Let's see. Luck. Oh wait, it's the one that... Okay, so finding a seven petaled flower is considered to bring good fortune. And that's all the way back at the head of Wild Coal. The barrier. This one. Okay. Let's see if I've got this right now. Dang it. This one. Lock. Neither substance nor specifics back up those claims. Nope. Luck. Looking for the word luck. Anything that happens to catch my eye that sounds like luck. Thinking. Sorry that I spaced there for a moment. Looking for luck. No. Okay, so need seed pods, so not mushrooms. Nope. Okay. Die, they release seeds. Da, da, da. Come on, where is luck? Okay, so this. Nope, that's kidney flour. Okay. Truth saying, no, we're not looking for honesty, we're looking for... What are we looking for? Seed pods of luck. I got enough sleep last night. Why am I already yawning? I haven't yawned at all. Okay, so... Nope, no luck. Okay. Right, country root is of this plant is effective. Has the effect of a cold bucket of water thrown over your face. Okay, so not that. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Come on. Where is it? Trying to find that. Still, but also looking for luck. Da, 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 da. Come on. Okay, wait. I just nope. Bad luck. Just already tried wild pull. Actually, I didn't specifically try wild pull. I can't afford it. That's a nope. Luck. Nope, haven't found whatever it is yet. It's annoying me so much that I don't know. Oh, I have been to Blackcomb. I have fought the servant and lived, but still my adversary stands. It must be defeated. For my part, I am ashamed to say that I am done. I need it, which means I have the plant. And my soul could use the tonic of Saint Quentin's elixir if I am ever to recover from the horror that I have seen. I need to prepare the elixir. I should go to my laboratory and study the recipe carefully. Five-pointed leaf, that one, this one. A seed pod of love. Don't remember. Next hint. The description of the three plants in the St. Quentin's elixir recipe sound like plants I have on my shelf. I just need to find them. So it is definitely one that I have named. Sheep snap. Oh wait, no, it's sheep snap and repeat. Daisy dock. The only one I got right was candlewood. Oh. I would have just kept thinking I didn't have the right plant the entire time. Where does this go? So that was Daisy Dock, which is... Okay, so the Daisy Dock and Sheep Snap. I don't like using hints. Oh, I haven't identified sheep snap yet. The green seed pods of the sheep snap have a hard outer shell and sound hollow when tapped. To the south, they call this plant a bulb of Bayoni. Have I already got sheep snap as one of these? No, I haven't. Okay, so looking up here. childlike flower with heart-shaped leaves. Somewhat pungent, no. Though the bulbs look soft, they are in fact quite hard. Nope, that wasn't. That was right. Okay. Okay, and that can go away. And my goodness. Okay, let's give it to him. Go recover. The fact that was I had the wrong one. I wasn't gonna get that without hints, because I was so certain that I had the first one correct that even if I had come to the realization that the last one was amongst the unlabeled. Okay, so wait, hang on. All pieces of paper will wind up having ticks on them, I believe. Can be used to code a simple message. The location of a cached cargo, for example. The principle is cunning, and that. Okay, we've got mail. Okay. There is a hateful man I sometimes see around town. He's called Isidore Burbage. Yesterday I saw him bending down as though to pet a stray dog, but instead he punched as hard as he could. I rushed over and the coward fled. Someday he'll get his comeuppance. Oh. Sad girl Chalice. Where is this? Nope, not that. Sad girl and all the way down to Chalice. The Chalice clue takes me directly south of Sadgill to a spot next to the river. Moss-covered rocks and line the banks, velvet to the touch. In the moist condition, a deadly-looking plant grows abundantly in the lush green. Okay, I don't know why I'm spacing. between those two. Okay, why do I feel like I'm dozing off? Ruben Maud. Verona tells me you are working on gathering the plants for a ritual that will help defeat this creature. I want to help in any way I can. From what Verona told me, I think this might be one of the plants needed to perform the ritual, but I'm afraid I do not know where it can be found. Okay, swift snare. Swift snare, put that on here. The binder, ankle grabber, and never lets go. Never let go are several of the names given to this plant that may give some clue as to its properties. Once it's snared, it is impossible to extricate oneself without help. Swift snare have the small heart-shaped leaves. Bell-like flowers and heart-shaped leaves. I have a feeling that is the swift snare. This one, purple, swift snare. Because you want to have it about so often to let you know when something. Oh, and because this is for less spooky things. Next. Ooh, Thaddeus Cornwell. Read somewhere about a plant that will lead you to gold. It has drooping red flowers and frilled leaves. Why am I tired? Hello. I have one of the dogs in the house just roaming around and was just looking up at me like, what you doing? Trying to remember what the name of plant that can't actually lead you to gold is. I'm dozing off again. Spacing like thinking. Okay, so creepy. Why am I so spacey? When we hit the 3-hour mark, when we hit 3 o'clock, I'm going to get up and stretch my legs and see if that helps me wake up. Red flowers, filled leaves, pink poppy, Satan John's. Oh, and that's like St. John's, budding petals, stacking greatly improved by his hearing, so no, nothing about locating treasure. Think. What others have? Well, okay, let's check wild folk. Come on. Not this time. Fool's Weeping Bell. What does Weeping Bell? Weeping Bell. Planted and believed by many to lead it to gold. Yep. I knew that we had it. I knew I'd identified it. I just didn't remember which one. Ugh. Okay. Ennis Alford, he's not going to be happy. I can't help noticing the Dreher huntsman is still alive. You don't seem to understand the importance of our work here. If you are not with us, then you are against us. When the redemption comes, and it will come, you will regret your actions. Praise the Denru. Oh, and that's the end of the day. Wonderful. I really wish I could afford a standing desk. Instead, I got now stretching my legs. I advise everyone else does the same. Don't know why. Let's see, have I got anything to wake me up? I have some chocolate with it. I'm just checking because I'm like, does chocolate have caffeine in it or not? I don't think it does. But the sugars in it will at least give me a boost. We'll see. Oh. Mike decided to tilt all the way down. Where is it? Swift snare. got any other unnames that have heart-shaped petals? I don't believe we do. And great, someone just came in and tried, or a bot just came in. So one moment while I go and report that user. Name is gibberish and message was advertising another. They're blocked, they're banned. I'm glad I got stream elements to automatically ban people like that. Ban accounts like that, so okay, so on to the next. Oh no, wait, no. Okay, so let's think. So we have one. Okay, that's already dealt with. We have Widow's Woe, which is, we believe is this one. Okay, let's keep these in order. Fear, so third is Bringer of Fear, so there is going to be one in between these two. Fourth to lift a curse. Oh, I'm trying to remember if we've had anything that lifts curses yet. I don't believe so. grabber, the binder. I think that one we were thinking Dead Man's Fingers. As two. Curtis, Deerbringer. Anything else? I think that's everything we can do right now. Next card. Okay. Decay gives way to new growth from death. The cycle starts again west of the white scar by the river. Okay. Behind the woman, a dark skeletal figure began to rise, and a low primal snarl sounded across the clearing. The shepherd turned and ran, cold fear coursing through his veins. He did not run for long. Ooh. Be right back real quick. The dogs are going nuts. Back. They were barking at a dog being walked out the front of the house. So, yeah, silly, very silly, aren't you? Under my desk now, trying to get forgiveness. Silly. Okay, so, the cycle starts again west of White Scar. White Scar, is that a place on here? I feel like I've seen White Scar before. West of White Scar by the river, right here. The sun-bleached skeleton, the sun-bleached skull fixes me with its black-eyed gaze. A reminder, from the chest of the skeleton a plant grows. Okay, so this I'm going to stop putting all the ones that we get while looking for answers to this. All of them are going to be going over here. I'll keep this ready. This can go in here because that's only needed when looking at the map. And for the time being, that can go here. Just so I don't forget that. Let us begin. Oh, mail immediately. I've lived in Undermere all my life, and I've never seen the people as worried as they are now. Everyone's talking about the sisterhood and the servant. Somebody needs to do something to stop that beast. Okay. Ooh. Okay. I was speaking to a woman from our side who told me of a cave nearby that the locals stay away from. Apparently there is a strange plant that grows there, but the cave is believed to be haunted. Unfortunately, she was vague about where the cave was. Somewhere to the east was all she would say when I pressed her. Warmest regards, Amos Duncan. Okay, so somewhere to the east. The east of where? Somewhere to the east of Onside. Where is Onside? It would be probably over this way somewhere. Onside, where are you? Onside. Ambleside, no. Swinside, Beckford, where is Onside? Bosworth, no. East of Onside. Oh, there it is. A thin crack runs down the rock face, widening as it nears the ground. Just wide enough for a man to slip through, but there's a problem. A large boulder blocks the entrance to too heavy to move. Farmer's Worry. Okay. This I have identified. No, I haven't. Okay, so Farmer's Worry is a mushroom. Spongy mushroom with potent ability. Is only safer to consume in small quantities. Grants great strength for short periods of at the expense of severe fatigue once the effect is worn off. We knew what it was because of a description, I believe. Or we were given it with its name, and we just hadn't used it yet. Okay. Twilight Lepoita. I have no idea how that's actually pronounced. In the twilight where shadows grow, the leaf and root and red of crow, a plant of gloom and despair and dark magic, do not be fooled by the pretty flower. The smell it gives off is quite foul. Ooh, interesting. Back to the start. 2 plants. Let's get down to this end so that they are quite easy to spot. Okay, 2 mushrooms. Okay, that gets archived. Next up, Simone. I haven't forgiven you for whatever it was that you gave me the other day. I should have destroyed that elixir recipe when I had the chance. Whatever happens, you must not allow it to fall into the wrong hands. I won't. That's why it's in that secret compartment. Next up, Alden Gregory. My wife of 30 years is dying. That is the truth of it. As painful as it is to say out loud. The doctors say there is nothing they can do, but I cannot sit by and wait for it to happen. A man at the hospice let slip about a plant-based elixir. I don't think he meant it for me to hear it, but I did it, and that it's all I can think about. I understand the risks, but any price is worth paying if it means she doesn't have to die. Please, I'm begging you. Oh no. Ooh. Oh. Where's that other elixir? Nope. Saints of the Damned. Made from a combination of those, this powerful elixir is dangerous and extreme caution is advised. It is said to bring a person back from the brink of death, but at the expense of their soul. Those who have drunk it appear vacant and lost, alive but no longer really with us. I wish you could show this to them and be like, hey, I'm giving you this warning. This is on you. I don't want to give him this elixir. I made it so that I'd know exactly which plants. Book entry, what plant did we find out about? Average. Pretty blue flowers line the stems of this sought after plant. We have it. It is said that if you give Haverage to your beloved under the light of a full moon, you will both live long and blessed lives. Aww. Okay, just a minute. Average. Next person. Althea O'Shea. What a delightful shop you have. I'm only in town for a brief visit, but I heard I might be able to get hold of some liverstone here. Okay, what is liverstone? Have I identified it? No. However, it's likely one of the mushrooms I just got. Caution is advised when handling this plant due to the strong paralyzing agents contained within. The liverstone is a mushroom with pointed caps. Dark and imposing. Strange, my fingertips feel slightly numb. Yep, this is what she's looking for. Okay, let's get that slotted in. Tomb. Pronounced tomb. This flower is sometimes associated with death. Tomb is used as a fragrance in soaps and candles. Okay, let's find where this goes. H-I-J-K-L A-E comes before I. S-Q-R-S-T-U-V, yep. There we go. Next. Oh. Unknown. I can't control it anymore. This has all gone too far. I never meant for it to turn on my sisters. It's too strong. I'm trying to hold it back, but it wants to kill. That's all it wants. Death, death, and more death. You have to help me. Dead man's fingers. Okay, wait. First is the corpse's friend. A reminder. Widow's woe or dead man's fingers. Corpse's friend or widow's fingers. Widow's woe or dead man's fingers. Ooh. Dang it. Haven't identified either. Dead man's fingers is this one. Widow's woe is. Ooh. Okay, so let's see what are the effects of each of these. This fungus is typically found in dense forests, protruding through the mulch. At a glance, it can appear as though a corpse is reaching up from the undergrowth. Said to strengthen resolve and sharpen the mind. That might be what she needs. But let's find out what Widow's Woe does. Because this will help us at least start identifying things. Said to induce fear, also called Kempfoot, partly due to its unpleasant scent. Dainty darker flowers grow out from a bed of long thin leaves. I'm gonna say dead man's fingers for her. Get that identified. Because I do think that is part of the thing. I could use her to identify this, but that would come at the cost of lives. She needs this right now. She's coming here to us because it's gone too far. She's seen the error of her ways. Let's ensure that she doesn't cause more destruction than she had intended. Carnivorous Tauren, known in the oh, and sweet, I did properly identify that. That's it. I'll go read that in a moment. I need to make that yellow. Okay, and that is a confirmed for what that is. The binder. Third is the Fearbringer, which would be Widow's Woe, because it brings fear. Okay, so okay, so Holoskip. There's been talk over the last few nights down there the Royal Oak of a servant creature going around slaughtering people. I used to enjoy walking in the hills, but I daren't leave my house now. I've decided to bring nature to me in the meantime. The glow of a pixie lamp. Yep, okay, that's how we identify this one that we probably already have identified. Yeah. I wish if you had it already. If you had that already, that it would just leave it. Nope, wrong thing. Okay, but good to know that that's a quick way. I accidentally right-clicked. Pixie lamp. EFG glowhorn. Forest lantern or pixie lamp. Forest lantern. Okay, there we go. That is once again labeled fully. Face Swift. I understand it now. My mind is linked to the oh! With the elixir, I will be able to throw out the woman in the jade mask and take control for myself. Together we can end this. Meet me at the Daughter's Stone Circle tomorrow and bring the elixir. Do I want to do that? It's gone and reshuffled them again. I really wish it would stop doing this, because this is time consuming, having to get a reminder of what it is... no wait, I need... I can put those back in. Let's actually check. Nope, they still all glow blue. Okay, so that's one of the... Oh, and that's why it's red. Oh, it's because of... Let's see if I've actually got this correct then, since someone who is a bit more trustworthy. Elixir of control. Okay. That is someone we can trust to help us get it. However, I do trust the lady in the jade mask to not be of danger. Elixir of control. Okay, we've got that made now. Lemon Dandy, Hope Heart, Oil Gentia, and still looking for Sour Bandy. Or have I identified Sour Bandy and I just forgot to move it over here with the others? Nope, still not identified it. Let's go through and try and identify and put some purple labels on things. No. Okay, so this is properly identified. Let's move it to G. E, F. G. Well, horns higher, dead man's fingers. A, B, C. D, joint between these two. Daisy, Trantium. Okay, so. Small leaves, delicate flowers. The Sour Bandy can help her with memory recovery, especially there. Sour Bandy. Things that have this sort of shape. Like that could be what that part's about, but let's see. The flowers are very delicate. The petals fall easily. Push comes to shove, we'll probably be able to identify it, but right now, no. And that should actually, I should actually make that one red, cause. Okay, on to the next day. The east of the castle, across the river and through the mountain pass, it grows at the edge of the wood. She finally had the power she had craved all these years, a servant to do as she willed. But that power came at a cost. The servant was awoken, and it would not be contained. It was the Dendru, the dread. It was death. Okay, so let's get to that. Okay, east of the castle. Which castle? Is this the only castle here? No. There's others. And through the mountain pass, it grows at the edge of the wood. I'm sorry, where did... Back. Oh, it got put underneath there. Okay, just doing that. Oh, I can do this on there as well. Thinking. Which castle could it be referring to? To the east of the castle, across the river. Okay, a castle that to get to mountains you have to go across the river. Here? There isn't a mountain pass over here anywhere. What other castles have we got? Here. The trees sway effortlessly in the cool breeze. The low hum of the crickets chirping rides the wind. A sense of calm washes over me, and I'm rewarded with a new find. Why, hello, I think I've been looking for you for quite a while. It moves fast for a plant. Hello, potential finale. I have to get this right is the thing, so... I guarantee I'll have the plant by the time we get to needing it. Good. Okay, Verona Green. It is time. The servant is on the move again. Time to act. Meet me at the ritual site. I hope for all our sakes that you've been able to track down all the plants we need. I I probably have. The problem is identifying which ones we're needing. I have a decision to make. Do I meet with Face Swift, or do I follow Verona to perform the ritual? Face Swift is this one, the one who was getting foresight. I don't trust anyone to have that power here. A small stone shrine sits off to the side of the clearing. 5 grooves run out from the center of the stone, widening into recesses at the base. 5 slots for 5 plants. Oh boy. First is the corpse. First is the corpse's friend, a reminder. Corpse's friend, I want to say this. Say dead man's fingers. Then comes the ankle. Oh no, wait, this could be the ankle grabber. Probably need this. I need to look back through my letters. I'm sure I remember seeing something that could lead me to a new map location. Oh no! This is fine. Broken Dendroot. Fire disc, oh no. A buyer disc, often called a smuggler's disc, is a simple device that can be used to send coded messages. The location of cached cargo, for example. The principle is cunningly straightforward, but the code is undecipherable to prying eyes. Both parties must assume the possession. To encode a location, you would need a place. You would then place the disk over some named point on the map nearby and note whether whichever symbol is pointing to the location. It may be necessary to string multiple symbols together, but you can use this method to reach any other point on the map as required. I don't remember the order. Oh, and that's completely open. That's right. Close that. Just a sec. I don't remember what order we got them in. Wait, hang on. I don't like hints. Who becomes its master and can bend its terrible power to their will. Blackcomb and Watcher. Blackcomb, I. I need to look back through my letters. I'm sure I remember seeing something. I already got that one. That scrap of paper I found mentioned the Dodden Tribute. Which of these? Oh, you little. That's a location I did not realize. That's my own stupid fault. I forgot. I was focusing on the hidden information that I forgot to look at the actual information that it was already there. Dodden Tribute. Dodden. Where is Dodden? Wait a minute. River Dodden. Just sneezed. Don't mind me. Where is that note? Here it is. The Dodden. Oh, wrong thing. I meant to pull this out. Follow the Dodden tributary to its source. Wrong hint. Wrong thing. I may want to go here. Because that doesn't have a different name, but this is still the River Dodden. But anyways, let's get back to watering. Go. Let's see here. I've never seen this plant before, and here it is growing in abundance. What is this? A somewhat damp smell, dark red flowers. Surely that's everything, right? There's a big tick to it now, but need to remember Widow's Woe. I need to collect the plants for the ritual. Black Blood's Reverse. That sounds familiar. Gilded Dendra is the poison that causes... Gilded again? Okay, yes, okay, I completely forgot that. That was all the way back at the start. Black Blood's Reverse. Gilded... Okay, so where is the Gilded Dendra? Where have I put that in here? This. Okay. It says Black Blood's Reverse, though. Black Blood's Reverse, there was something that would help with it. Gilded Dendra. Dendra's Maya. Okay. Do not drink the sap of this plant. The lips and veins will turn black as the blood succumbs to Dendra's miasma, a sure and painful way to die. The poison is so potent that even touching the leaves of the plant can be painful. Okay. But didn't I read somewhere that there was an antidote, something that protects against it? Let's put this back up here for now. Where? Okay. First is the corpse's friend. So, last a petal to secure Black Blood's Reverse. So it's not going to be that. Because it needs to reverse that. So... I'm not touching the hint anymore. Okay, let's get these identified. So, okay, when burned, incense made from the woody stem can enhance psychic abilities, strengthening the clarity of visions and prophecies. Light blue flowers like rounded tufts of gentle lamb's wool characterize this plant. That will be these. Okay, so still going to be doing this. Aguria. I don't need that though. Next on the unlabels, Carnivore Torn. Known in the north as Andrew's Bane after the unfortunate demise of a man named Andrew Jardine. He was caught and slowly eaten alive by a large specimen of the Torn. Revered in the occult world, a cross-section of the Torn stem reveals pentagonal symmetry. Carnivorous. Just a sec. Sharp thorns grow along the edges of the upper leaves. Yeah. Because they're mouths. Cauldron. The uses of cauldron are not well known. Some say it has applications in dark magic, but this author has found neither substance nor specifics to back up those claims. Those who worship the Huntress, let's see, I think that would be this one. Devil's Night Trap. This plant is known colloquially as a corpse's friend. Okay. If ingested as a seed, it will cause a slow, agonizing death. Be right back. I hear barking again. Gotta love the cliche of dogs barking at the mailman. Just gotta quickly send a message. Okay, so we need to find this one. This is the plant we need to identify. And a slow, agonizing death, and the plant will grow out of the body once deceased. Oh! Okay, where's that one that we found? I think it was this one? It has a light, pleasant scent, not dissimilar to pine needles. Boiling the root in vinegar creates a tonic against fevers and poison. Okay. Has a sweet scent like strawberry dipped honey. No. How about this one? A rather unpleasant scent, so not That one, I feel like it is familiar to one of the ones we've read that we got today. What is this? Dark red flowers, so no. What? It moves fast for a plant. We don't need to go exploring again. Willow Road we've got, but we're not needing yet. Where is it? No, nothing about scent. Smells like rhubarb, so no. Let's look for that sort of leafing though. This one? The leaves feel smooth and soft underneath. The larger stamen seems to be the source of that acerbic odor. Mentions odor, I'm moving it to here. Flat leaves, no, we're looking for that. K. Where is not idle goes to? Not that. This one. Here we are. Let's do that, because that is poisonous, but it can also be used to fight off poisons. Devil's Night Cap. Corpse's Friend. This. We need this. Oh wait, and this is even the first one that goes in. Okay. Then comes Ankle Grabber, the Binder. Okay, so we've got that. We haven't encountered something like that in the description yet. So let's keep reading. I would not actually wait. Let's see if we can find the identification for those vines. Cabbage. Already have that one. Potentially. That's a Meridoc. Didn't mean to put that up. Okay, so the round flower head of the Meridoc is made up of smaller yellow flowers. A single drop of the strong-smelling sap from this plant can utterly drain a person's mental faculties, rendering them slow and uncomprehending. No, not looking for lesser Meridoc. Miktu. The beautiful flowers made up of many smaller florets make this a sought-after decorative plant, although it is difficult to care for. It may be a pleasant-looking plant, but touching the leaves against bare skin will result in painful sores. Okay, so no. We're looking for either something that lifts curses or something that would be referred to as Ankle Grabber. Most plants offer a small improvement to air quality, but the Palliant is in a class of its own. It is sometimes called sweet breath thanks to the freshness of the air in its vicinity. The many short leaves of the plant are thought to help filter toxins from the surrounding air. Okay, so not what we're looking for, but duly noted. Likely this one. You know what? Gonna put a question mark on that one. Valiant's Pennybell. The leaves of the Pennybell are chewed by some for their hallucinogenic properties. However, it is highly addictive and can lead to sickness and death. No, not that. I have no idea what that could be, even though... White sort of leaves. But right now, not what we're looking for. Coveted by the rich, Pretty Brittle is crushed to make dyes. It is a very rare plant that is hard to come by and requires great care to cultivate. Ah, how long have I been without a mouth? Who knows? But that is not what we're looking for. Sour Bandy can help with the memory recovery, especially if the memory has been deliberately sabotaged. The name of this plant derives from the fact that, although edible, the large stamen is extremely bitter to the taste. Spring wax cap. An edible mushroom with some mild medicinal properties. When dried and eaten, it can help relieve pain. Not looking for that. Thorium. Dark red fruits should not be ingested under any circumstances, as they are highly poisonous, resulting in insanity and then death. Across the section of the stem shows a distinctive triple legs Thorium. This is the one I've labeled as insanity berries, if I'm not mistaken. And I've been treating like I've actually identified it. Okay, where? Red berries. Have I not? Oh, likely Thorium and Sanity berries. Yep, that would be this. Red fruits, yep. Okay, so already got that technically identified. Swift Snare. The binder. Okay, so this is indeed what we're looking for our second one. Ankle grabber. The never let go with several of the names given to this. I know we said it might be this. This feels more appropriate, which means you lose that. Swift Snare. next is the Fearbringer, which we're thinking is Widow's Woe. Fourth is to lift curses. Of what we haven't got identified yet. I haven't seen anything that lifts curses. No, we're writing it in, so let's just keep going. Said to enjoy. That is what we just put there. Was that the last one? Yes, that was the last one. Okay, so one of the ones we have identified potentially is the potential for removing curses. So let's just quickly skim through looking for curses. Or mention of curses. Nope. Okay, so looking for the word curses. Nope, that just opens things. Despite the scribe, nothing about curses. This plant here has a rejuvenation effect. Don't want to put that in. A simple potion that will grant courage can be brewed from the leaves. It is said that ancient warriors would take it before going into battle. Nope, dead man's fingers. Alderfinium. Okay, where is this? This is the one we are needing to end it all. Here we are. That one goes here. But first, let's see. Curse. They're looking for something that says it lifts curses. And strength for short periods of time. Severe fatigue. Nope. Nope. Nothing of Fox Button. By some to represent a contract of friendship. No. A plant of medicinal properties that can aid with digestive troubles when prepared correctly. Care must be taken as the rough leaves can be an irritant. Only the petals are safe for consumption. No, we have all of the identified now. Sandfire has tough thing, nothing about curses. Once dried and hardened, the stems can be burned as incense. As they burn, they let out high-pitched shrieks. Yeah, that is the equivalent of a curse, not removing it. Of course, severe amnesia, no, that would be classified as a curse. Inhaling smoke from burning the dried leaves of this plant can provide pain relief. No, people tend to be drawn to the unusual flowers of the Jacob's worth. But it is the leaves that have the most interesting property. It is said they will point the way towards any person you wish to locate. Okay, so not that. The leaves come around this, nothing to do with curses. Larkshine is a plant with a powerful defensive mechanism. Nope. Still nothing about curses. No. No, nothing about curses. Okay, wait. Long Verkund, believed to lift curses. Okay. Where's the else? Lesser liver. Okay, where? I haven't got it. Okay, no, I just don't have it labeled properly. I have them in the wrong places. 4 of the 5 correct plants. So close. Oh! 4 of the 5 correct. Fearbringer. Small leaves grow along the stem. Non-bearing plant, yes. Elderfinium, yes. Widow's Woe. Swift Snare. Okay, so you're correct. You're probably correct. This is what's slightly incorrect. Okay, so let's go back to Widow's Woe. Widow's Woe said, okay, and this has the correct leafing. There we go. Well done. I will take it from here. I stand back and watch it as Verona walks around the shrine, muttering soft incantations. It feels like a long time passes before she looks up, but in reality it was perhaps only 10 minutes. Nothing's happening. What do you mean nothing's happening? Have we got the right plants? I think so. Perhaps we just need to be patient. Loud noise behind us makes us all jump. Turning around, I see something that makes my blood run cold. The woman in the jade mask is walking calmly and slowly towards us from the other side of the clearing. Behind her, standing tall and terrifying, is the black silhouette of the servant. What was that about being patient? I think we're out of time. Do not be afraid, I am here to surrender willingly. The servant cannot be allowed to... The creature lunges forwards and brings a huge arm scything towards her. Her scream pierces the colder air and she drops to her knees, clutching her head. But the blow seems to glance off to one side as it comes hurtling down, and the beast's claws ends up embedded in the dirt instead of the woman's back. I can't hold it back much longer. You need this. She throws a small vial of red liquid, which Ruben deftly catches and holds up to the light. Blood. Quickly, I know what to do. Verona grabs the vial and fumbles to get the stopper out as she turns back to the shrine. The servant has its huge arm free again and is slowly advancing with strange jerking movements. Verona pours the blood into a small cavity in the shrine, and everything seems to happen at once. A pillar of bright white light launches out of the shrine towards the servant and hits it in the chest. The huge beast shrieks and staggers backwards, drowning out the screams of the woman in the jade mask, who is clutching her head and writhing in agony on the ground. There is an almighty thunderclap and a blinding flash of light, and suddenly the servant is gone. A patch of charred ground smolders where it stood just moments before. My head is spinning at what has just happened. Did it work? Have we defeated the servant? With the dust settled and the servant vanquished, I have been able to reflect on the events of the last few weeks. We were fortunate that Thay was able to stay in control of the beast for as long as she did. Who can say what would have happened if she was unable to prevent it causing the destruction it craved? Undermere has never felt so jubilant, so full of life. All the nervous tension that had built up evaporated in an instant, and the people have plowed their energy into celebration and merriment. They do not know the whole truth, of course. That they, the woman in the jade mask, was the one who summoned the servant. I promised Ruben that I would leave it to him to unravel the mess. She is his daughter, after all. And as for myself, well, I'm back in the calm of a strange horticulture, of course, with Halbor for company. It's quieter around here, but I am content, and there are always more plants to learn about and discover. The sleeping Dendru. It is done. The servant can go back to being a dark story for dusty shelves. Ending 2. Aldefinium. Everyone's alive except, and he's just unfortunately wounded. And Forrest is unfortunately wounded. Ennis is in hiding, as he should be. Hang on. Okay, so Reuben Ward attempting to reconnect with his daughter. Verona Green, the occult scholar, she regularly visits you for advice. You have become firm friends. Bethany Coleman, the sister. In your debt, your actions have helped save the sisterhood. Faye Swift. She has not dreamed of the servant since you performed the ritual. I did not trust her to be good with it. I also knew that it was unstable at the time, so she very well could have wound up dead. Ennis Aelford, the cultist, has not been seen since the defeat of the servant. There are rumors he is living in Rydal cave once again. Horace de Vere, both his body and his pride have been damaged, but he lives. Oh, the ward is also in hiding, the woman in the jade mask. Ashamed of her actions that caused so much pain and death, it is unlikely she will ever fully recover from the trauma. Isidore Burbage, currently pursuing legal actions against strange horticulture. Why? We helped you and you just were incompetent. Earlier. Have you ever heard of the monastery of the Black Veil? I think it would interest you. I learned of it from a man from Ravenglass. If you're ever in that part of the world, you should ask him about it. He owns the Horseshoe Inn on Main Street. Not yet. I'm going to finish identifying the... Wait a minute. We weren't given the opportunity to identify everything. What do you mean? There are 11... No. There are 21 other plants. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15. That would put this... Oh wait, that would put us at 66, 71. 71. Which should leave 6 plants we have not even found. What on earth was the pathing I did there? Okay, so... Hold on. I don't think we need that anymore. Don't think we need that either. Having this here for windows, for knowing when... what mushroom has been consumed. That helps. But before that, checking for hidden things. Nope. Okay, so Ravenglass. Where is Ravenglass? Here it is. I'm met by a man with a thick black beard and kind eyes who is delighted to have found a willing ear to listen to his stories. Just a second, needing to have a sip of my drink. You won't find the monastery of the Black Veil marked on any map. They don't want it to be found. The monastery was on the edge of a wood. I remember that much. We must have been heading west because I could feel the sun on my face and it was evening. We crossed the 2 rivers, then we followed a river for a while. I could hear it to my left as we traveled. They left me here in Ravenglass, and I've stayed ever since. As I turned to leave, he adds, "Here, if you're serious about going, you'd better have this." Elixir of the Black Veil. Okay. put that away for now. Let's get this elixir made. That gets archived. Okay, plants. Okay. First things first. Wait, hang on. That was the ending of the main story. This feels like bonus content. Am I not done? Leaf of Historian. Doom. I may have mislabeled something, because I remember putting Thum on some. No, I remember reading Thum. Okay. Here's the thing. Okay. Tomb. Small leaves, delicate flowers. Somewhat pungent. No. What other unlabeled do we have? Fresh aroma. This is Tomb. And then stench of the twilight. Looking brittle. No. Sunset Mount Cap? No. I hit enter instead of space. Stench of twilight. I think this is correct. Stench of twilight. Because leaf of Storian. Likely Storian. That is likely what I have incorrect. Storian, dark fruit. It says dark fruit. Red fruit, long flat leaves. Dark red, and that looks like dark red fruits. Leaf of Storian. That is what that is. I think that truly is what I've mistook. Stench of twilight. I have no clue. Hint. I need to prepare elixir. I'm already there. I know. There is a plant called Twilight. I'm not finishing reading that. I'm just Oh, I haven't got it identified anyway, so that doesn't matter. In the twilight where shadows grow, take leaf and root and eye of oh, it's this one! Okay, yeah, I was struggling with feeling tired at that time, so that makes sense. Do not be fooled by the pretty flower. The smell of it gives off quite. The smell it gives off is quite foul. Not that one. No. Which one was it? Was it this? No, because that smells of sweet rhubarb. This is what it is. Okay. A rather unpleasant scent. I feel like that is correct, which means I have one of these wrong. Doom. The one I believe is Doom. This one. Yeah, I'd hazard a guess that that's wrong. That's done. The other one was we're in the end game aftermath. So there's no harm in trying. And now to figure this out. Keys. Okay, so. Where is the key that looks right? This one looks like it has. Oh boy, so many keys. Relatively simple looking one though. Okay, so earlier, starting over. Black veil. We've had Storian intentionally identified for so long. Unpleasant smell. The dark flower. This can't be it. Dark flower. Oh, and that should be. Oh wait, no, wait, hang on. That's the correct widow's woe, which means yes, you very well could be the correct two. Stench of twilight, not that. That was. Did I remember to put a thing on it? No, I did not. Okay, so twilight left one. This is. This is the one that. I did was go off the flowers. My bad. Gilded Kendra, already identified. Smells like sweet rhubarb, so not that. Now that's right, I just threw it in. Where? No. Bell-like flowers and heart-shaped leaves. It needs dark flowers is the thing. Okay, Doom, I know what it is that I'm looking for. Problem is actually identifying which flower it is. Gonna be wrong. That then. No, because. Okay, I'm needing that sort of leaves. It has a sweet scent. No, can't be. Gentle scents and no. No, you're not dark flowers. Dark purple flowers, just checked. Rather unpleasant scent. Swift snare, that was correct, so let's just quickly make that yellow. What on earth am I looking for? Acerbic. What does acerbic mean in terms of scent? Define acerbic. Sour or severe? It's a dark flower. This can't possibly be right. But it does look like a flower that blooms only at midnight. Ah. I don't understand why it says it gives us anything about the stem. Because that means nothing. If we can't check that ourselves. Red fruit. flat leaves. It gives us nothing on the leaves. Okay, and there's that bit. I didn't mean to do that, but solving this puzzle to fix my mind, 'cause I was absolutely going insane. There we go. I didn't wait to see what that hint was. Oh, there's Simone. It's good to see you too, Hellbore. It has been a while. You seem as relaxed as ever, though. Nothing ever phases you, does it? I must admit, I've been buried in my books and seem to have missed all the excitement. I hear you and your plants had a part to play, though. I've been collecting some information on a selection of plants for a little book I'm putting together. I was hoping you could help me finish identifying these plants. Let's start with the moonlight flower Balanox. I've always loved that one. I have nothing on Balanox. Unless that's a nickname. Looking for... Okay, so it's quicker to go here. No nickname on Balanox. I don't think we have Balanox. Okay, so apparently we need to make this elixir. That's a transcript of what he said for directions. bring this over here. No, wrong sort of leaves. What others do we have that have that sort of leaves still? Okay. I tried that, but the other ingredient could have been... Twilight could have been wrong. I know I have all the plants. The problem is identifying the ones that are difficult. I need to come back to this with a fresher mind, but it's not the end of stream yet. I'm going to take a quick BRB, buy a rake, everyone get up, stretch their legs, go to the loo, and I will be right back. Hey, sorry, I just got back. Um, it's going good. I only just recently completed the main story, but now I'm into the additional bonus content at the end. How are you doing, How are you doing, Pixel? That's good. Okay, so I would. Have you ever played Strange Horticulture before? And I should probably get rid of the BRB since I'm back. Because I am trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out which of the plants are these three. Because I have all of them. I know where that's it. I know the names for them, but it's about basically solving problems and stuff and helping people with plants that have different effects. And towards the end of the game, they throw in a few elixirs to make, which is combining plants to get certain effects. Like there's the elixir of control, which I didn't use and stuff. But right now, but you also catalog all the plants you have and their effects and their descriptions, and not just the plants you have. You get the information about the plants either before you have the plant or after you've had the plant for a while. I've never heard of it. I have no clue what DBD is. So I'm fairly certain this is thorian, which we need a leaf of. Dark flower of the tomb. I don't. This. It has a pleasant aroma. I don't think tomb. What is DBD? Well, I'm trying to figure this out. Pronounced tomb. This flower is sometimes associated with death. Tomb is used as a fragrance in soaps and candles. Pleasant fresh aroma. That sounds correct. Which means I am having difficulty identifying this last one, which is Twilight Lepiota. So, yeah. In twilight, where shadows grow, take a leaf and root and eye of crow. A plant of gloom and despair and dark magic. Just because I know that one of these plants here has a visual effect that only shows up under this. Or at least I thought it did. Where? Oh, here it is. There's one plant that has a visual effect that you need this to see. Oh, Dead by Daylight. Okay, I have heard of Dead by Daylight. Not the sort of game I enjoy playing. Or I'm not. I like puzzle games and roguelike games. Roguelike / roguelite. So, there's it. I like games like Noita. I like games like Noita. Or Enter the Gungeon. Or this. Or Strange Horticulture. Where you have to problem solve it and try and figure things out, while in the case of the former two, surviving as long as you can. Gentle scent. Figuring out which plants are which is very hard. I've been streaming for... Oh, I'm trying to think how long... I don't remember when I started streaming. I can quickly check on YouTube though, because that has a better... That has all my VODs over there. So, checking. Just checking real quick. Live streams. I've been on both for the same amount of time. I've been streaming for about 5 months now. Unless Twitch hasn't been classifying me as part of its stuff, because I've had my chat restricted to followers only, because a while before you joined chat, there was occasionally bots will come in and just try and drop a link, and so I had that set to followers. I had chat set to followers only for a while on Twitch, but I finally figured out how to set stream elements up to instantly ban people ban those accounts. So I've opened up my chat to being non-follower only. Generally I stream 2 days a week. I stream on 2 days prior to what it is now wherever you are. I stream creative streams, so art streams, writing streams, whatever I'm feeling inspired to do on the day. Recently it's been a lot of fan art for Vampires SMP, because I kind of hyperfixated on it. But on days that, like today, where in the latter half of the week, I play a video game. Like, this month I've been playing Strange Horticulture. I'm wanting to get it finished, so I'm wanting to get it finished before the end of the month, which is why I started stream earlier than I normally do today. But sometimes games do go over into the next month, depending on how much I'm enjoying it, as well as whether I've completed it. Combination of the two. So, yeah. Pretty flowers. So it's got a nice looking flower. It's got a singular flower because it says do not be fooled by the pretty flower rather than flowers. Oh wait. Not likely. Wrong sort of leaves. Oh boy. I should also probably check to make sure that I haven't actually identified Storian as a different. Wait a minute. Hang on. Archive. No, not you. Let's just quickly check. Have I got... Let's see... But yeah, I've been on it. I've been a viewer on Twitch for a great many years. I only started streaming on it 5 months ago. At the same time I started streaming on YouTube again with a fresh account. So yeah, if you enjoy watching creative stuff and that, try tuning in the earlier half of the week. Or you could just follow and you'll be have notifications turned on, and you'll be notified when I go live. of the historian. So I don't know why it gives this bit of information about the internals of the stem when you can't get a look at that to identify it. Fairly certain historian's correct. I don't know if that's correct though, because it says dark flower and that isn't a dark flower. This is, and it smells sweet like rhubarb. And that is the right number of leaves on a stem. Let's see if we can figure out what twilight is. Twilight is 4. Nope, not that. Needs to have a bad smell. Best guess. Oh my goodness, I had the wrong things here. Okay, this is not... Okay, so... Goodbye to you. You are not tomb. You are, in fact, that, so I'm just gonna do this. Historian. Insanity. Insanity. Berries. Oh wait, doesn't specify berries. Fruit. I likely had some of that since I was going insane trying to figure that out. Okay, and where did this other plant go? It's all the way down here. Okay, so we now have the elixir of black veil. Dark. The elixir of the black veil. Now, question is that gonna be a good thing or a bad thing? I don't have Valanox, even as information. Wait, did making it give me Valanox actually? Because that can give information. No, don't have the information to even identify Valanox. So let's go on this treasure hunt. The black veil isn't marked on the map. Started here. Ravenglass is where he stayed since. They don't want to be found. The monastery is on the edge of a wood. I remember that much. We must have headed west because I could feel the sun on my face and it was evening. We crossed two rivers, so over here, but they went down, followed it to here. So here? Three figures, their faces hidden behind black coverings, come out to meet me. The figure on the left speaks first. The monks of the Black Veil know of the horticulturalist. Then the one in the center of the group adds, they will share their knowledge if they receive the payment. The final member of the trio stays silent. Oh, the third member of the trio accepts the elixir and together they disappear into the monastery. Sometime later they return with a stack of parchment. Baronov, there we go. All the remaining plants I have to identify. Okay, so those go in there. Balanov. Okay, so the moonlight flower, dark, mysterious, and beautiful, has enchanted people for centuries. It is thought to send people mad with obsessive desire, seductively luring them to their deaths, like a siren's call. How is that helpful? An edible mushroom with some mild medicinal properties. When dried and eaten, it can help relieve pain. That's one of the mushrooms I haven't identified yet. So not that. Wrong sort of top. This one, probably. Haverage. That one I've hypothesized about. Is it this one? Yes. Fool's Midnight. Ooh. Fool's Midnight. Used by some as an aphrodisiac. Oh my. Though the potent sulfuric aroma is enough to put off most. Ah. This dark mushroom has a fleshy underbelly said to have a unique sharp taste to those brave enough to try it. It smells rotten. That makes sense. Demo. This unremarkable flower is related to the common thistle. Its leaves are occasionally brewed into a tea that is used to calm anxiety. Nope, not quite the right sort of leaves. This one. That looks like a thistle. Okay, lesser married. I think I've hypothesized about this one. Just quickly checking. No, looking over the purples I have left. Lesser Meridoc. Okay, so looking for those flowers. The round flower head of the Meridoc is made of smaller flowers. Okay, so looking for not that, but this. Oh, smaller. The round head of Meridoc is smaller yellow flowers. Okay, looking for yellow then. I don't have this, do I? No, I don't. That's a Meridoc. I'm sure I have some of that around here. Not that. Oh, lesser. I just had an idea. Okay, yeah. I had, it's just I put it as red because I knew it was dangerous. Smells like strawberries. Okay, that I encountered. What? Oh. No, not you. No. Let's get this up. Okay, we're looking for that sort of flower. No. Special moment, no. No. This one. A powerful balm against diseases of the heart. It will not be a cure once illness has set in, but it can ease pain and prolong life. Amberella has long rounded leaves and a flower that smells of strawberries. Yep, okay. Everlum. Everlum. I've never even heard of Everlum. Everlum. The scent it produces is considered overpowering by some, but it is said to stimulate the senses and rejuvenate aching bones. Everlum has many short, pretty leaves. So, maybe that. Let's see what else we have. There's that as an option. Somewhat pungent. That would be this one then. Thank you. I made it myself. It has many emotions. It has many emotions, and some of which I haven't put mouths on yet. But yeah, I'm thinking of transferring to a different PNG tuber software, because this one, the one I'm using, hasn't received an update in quite a while, and it's quite intensive and has started crashing at least once a stream. So yeah, thanks. it took a lot of going back and forth, and I redid it twice. So because I don't have a powerful enough computer to be able to run the the full VTuber software while streaming anything other than just effectively just chatting. So, oh, that's why. I do have plans I do plan on eventually making myself a VTuber model and stuff, but that will come when I'm able to afford a new and much more up-to-date components computer. I kind of, yeah, I have. That's. I kind of have. If you notice it, that when I start talking, that different parts start jiggling a bit differently, and the hair kind of waves a little bit side to side. That's the sort of rigging you can do with a PNG tuber. I have the ability to also have it just sort of float and just sort of move like this, just passively. But I don't really see how that is helpful or looks good unless it's just me on screen. So, and that would be a just chatting stream, and I haven't exactly done or got much reason to do any just chatting streams anytime soon. So, yes, I have thought about rigging and stuff. Okay, penny bells. Yeah. I commissioned Potato Blue years ago for a piece of art for just that I could, and I've been using it as my profile picture. I am working on a profile picture in my own style, but have gotten distracted off onto other things, so it's just something I slowly work on in the background. That way, the reason I'm doing that is because I kind of have different a few of the things that I have profile pictures for. Ah. Nice. I've been meaning to look into how to make my own. I've been meaning to look into how to make my own screens and stuff, because that's been my next step of having proper screens and proper overlays rather than just switching back and forth with only text and differences in that. So I have ideas. I've started working on it. Very basic, just concept art at this point. I'll check you out on Insta after stream, because I am trying to finish this. But yeah, I'll have a look at what you do, and perhaps I'll ask for some advice on how to create on how to create animated screens and models. Okay, wait. I think I identified that one. The leaves of the penny-bell are chewed by some for their hallucinogenic properties. However, it is highly addictive and can lead to sickness and death. The fact is, bell in the name. Yeah. I won't forget you, don't worry. Thick. Oh, this is this plant that I have constantly. Thick. The leaves are strong and leathery. Thick burdom leaves make it a tasty addition to soups and stews. Superstitious folk won't allow burdom into their homes as it is believed to bring bad luck. Huh. A lot of these are just, as soon as I start reading them, it's like, oh, I know exactly what you are. This, I believe that's already... Oh! First one that... Oh, I already identified it as Everlum. And just forgot to change that. That's my bad. Okay, let's see. Have I got any other purples that I have put that? Okay, so Poliscus. The Poliscus flower is crushed into a paste to cure coughs and sore throats. The author can attest that the supposed cure does not work. Oof. Okay, so we're looking for those sorts of leaves. Oh wait, no, I didn't even have this one. That was it. I just tried to identify it different. Okay, so we're looking. Those are all identified. This is potentially it. And let's keep looking. Any other potentials for leaf candidates? Nope, I think that's... yeah. Okay. This is... this one. Yep. Let's make that yellow so I don't accidentally pick it up. Sour Bandy. Okay, finally going to figure out what this one is. Sour Bandy. Okay. I think... no, not that one. I just needed to check that because I was like, I haven't had the opportunity to put it anywhere. This. Okay, that makes sense. Palance. That's the one that I already had. Let's try and get the rest of these. No. Oh boy. Please don't make me start the entire day again. Okay. Oh, bonky. Okay. More key options. Oh boy. One more. There we go. Please don't have taken me back to the complete start of the day. Okay, I only have 5 left to go. And I have that already made. Okay, plants. Okay, I need the book. Open up. Plants. Okay, so not you. Let's see, what other candidates do we have? Not you. Palliance. I don't have that one. It's not that one. Hint. Okay, so just trying to condense down to a single shelf now. Are there any that I have in here? Okay. N P Bennett, no. Holdery. Oh, wait, there's this. Okay, so this on meat do. Okay, and that would be this one. Nope. Okay, beautiful flower made of many smaller florets. That would be this then. 3 more to go. Good work. Oh, this. Yes. Coldery. Fairly certain that's this. Brittle. Where is Brittle? Okay, let's just go. Bennett. Where is Brittle? What is Brittle? In case that's this one. Next page. Nope. Brittle. Okay, that is this. Well, that seems to be all of them, you know. I think you've earned the right to call yourself an experienced horticulturalist. Oh, wonderful. End day. Just in time for the end of stream. Ah. Okay, let's find someone to raid for Twitch side. Let's I'll send you over to Ferret Software to enjoy the ferrets in their rambunctiousness. Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.